What is going on, YouTube land? This is Chris Catalunya, and right now I'm at work. I'm heading to the swim center because I have to help a coach out. But yeah, this morning they had released the Nike SB, the White Widows, and I had a chance to cop them, but I didn't cop them. So right after this, I'm gonna go straight to a shop called No Comply. It is a skate shop here in Austin, Texas. I'm gonna go ahead and try to cop these shoes. So I'll check you later. So right now I'm at the UT Swim Center. So I'm not sure if you know, but this is where like Joseph Schooling, the dude that beat Michael Phelps at I forget which particular event, but he goes here. And then we also have another member of the swim team. His name is Jordan Window. He's a pretty cool kid. He's actually legit in diving. He's the kid with like 2 gay dads, and that's pretty cool. Cool, so we're at No Comply skate shop, and there's no line or anything. Just gonna walk in and get these shoes. Pretty easy pickup today. Alright YouTube land, so I am back in my apartment. I can actually get down to reviewing this shoe the proper way. I realized that I forgot to say happy 420, hence why this shoe was released today. So these shoes, the Nike SB White Widows, were retailing for $100. So with tax, this is probably going to cost you about $107 to $110. And these shoes actually appeared on the sneakers app, and that's where I initially tried to cop it. I kept putting it in my car and like, I don't need any more shoes, don't need any more shoes. And then after like 5 minutes, they finally sold out. This was definitely an easy cop if you're trying to use the sneakers app. But two, I also had in the back of my mind that I could just go down to my local skate shop and pick this up since they were suppliers for Nike SBs. Now, if we are talking about resale for this item, earlier this morning, this was going for about $200. Now it's kind of died down. It's about $160 now from vendors like StockX or GOAT. Now, my forecast for the future, I do think this will go up a little bit in pricing. I don't think it'll exceed the $200 mark if you sit on these shoes, but we'll see what happens. This shoe released today on 420 was to commemorate cannabis and the joys that it brings us. The designer behind this particular shoe is Todd Bratrud, who is not a stranger to Nike skateboarding shoes. He's actually designed a lot of shoes for Nike skateboarding, the ones that are most famous probably being like the self-help shoes. This dude has like an extensive resume. He's worked for companies like Enjoy, Volcom, Flip Skateboards, Birdhouse, etc, etc, etc. In designing the shoe, he stuck with 3 colorways on this. He stuck with the Sail, the Fresh Mint, and the Gym Red. The nickname for this shoe is the White Widow. Going back to why we're celebrating 420, White Widow is a strand of weed. And on the inside of the shoe, on the insole itself, you really can't see it. I don't have any videos because the insole doesn't pull out, but you can see like a White Widow with red eyes. It's a pretty cool design. I'd pull it out, but it's glued down to the bottom, so Sorry, y'all. This shoe looks hella dope. So the upper is comprised of like a hairy suede. So looking at it, you can see a lot of texture on it. The Nike check, the heel counter, the Velcro strap. It's all that hairy suede, and it just looks legit. And what's also cool about SB Dunks and why SB Dunks are popular is because it looks like the Jordan Retro ones. It's definitely modeled off of that, and this particular model is a mid-cut, so it has that Velcro strap that goes across the top. Super, super dope. And on the end of the strap, it actually says SB, standing for skateboarding. And that logo is embroidered onto that tab. Moving away from that hairy suede that consumes most of the upper, we move to the tongue. Now the tongue looks like it's comprised of meshing material, and it's cool because on the tongue, it says Nike with the check mark and then SB under it, and it says Dunk Mid Pro. Now I'm taking off the Velcro and I'm trying to access the tongue because the tongue, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it actually has like a secret compartment and where you could stash your goodies. Cool stuff. The midsole of the shoe is pretty basic. It's not done with any special Nike technology like Nike Air or anything. It's just a regular midsole. Looking at the sole of the shoe, you can see that it is done in white and it's pretty grippy. It is done up in rubber. And what strikes the eye is the red eye right here. And I've been trying to research this all day to see what the meaning is behind this eye, but I can't find any credible resources to define what this actually is. So sorry, y'all. And I forgot one thing. Looking at the shoelaces are pretty dope. So they're done in oval shape, and the oglets are actually brown tipped or red tipped. I can't really tell. Maybe it's maroon. But looking at the shoelace on itself, this is like has a pattern of four gray lines going across, and they're like dashed lines. It's a pretty cool shoelace, and they actually supply you with extra shoelaces that are in solid white coloring, and I think the olives are just solid white too. Alright, let's talk about fitment. So I usually wear a size 9 when I'm wearing like a Nike or Adidas, and that's like if it's not prime knit. If it's prime knit, then I go a half size down. But getting back to the shoe, I bought a size 9 and my toes felt pretty cramped at the top. And even on the side, this shoe feels really narrow. And don't get me wrong, I like my skate shoes to feel kind of snug, but this was kind of uncomfortable. This definitely does not fit true to size. I would go a half size up, so I wish I would have went with a 9.5 instead of a 9. But of course, since this is a drop shoe, there's no way that I was going to be able to try this on before I bought it. So that brings us to the end of this video. What do you think about the Nike SB White Widows? Is it a cop? Is it a drop? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you truly enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel on the bottom right if you haven't already. Alright, that's it guys, and we'll check you next time. Cheers.
The showstopper, rock spots and flow proper. No album might have fat beats, but still know how to pack.